Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It is a huge day for the unemployed, which also now counts Bonnie Blue because she is unemployed because she has been banned from OnlyFans. This is not a drill. This better not be some sort of hijinks that OnlyFans have also got involved with to get even more attention and controversy and infamy. Usually I put this kind of content on my second channel, my slop channel, which I haven't uploaded on in ages. Is this too rogue? Also like, comment and subscribe. Is this too rogue? I have some videos that are drafts on that channel that I haven't bothered publishing yet because I kept forgetting. And they're about Bonnie, but they're like a month out of date. Is it still worth putting them up? What do you guys think? Because one of them's really funny, but if I do say so myself. But now it's just kind of like lost to the ether unless I upload it. Anyway, let me know if it's okay to put up month-long out-of-date content on a secondary slop channel. I just thought this was such a monumentous occasion. This should go on my main channel. Ensemble Stars music is turning 3. That's right, the rhythm game that has turned casual logins into daily rituals is celebrating with its biggest event yet. Starting June 15th, Plan B of the 3rd anniversary kicks off with the original scout, Susurrus of Blooms, the Spotlight, Kaolu Hakaze. He's back with a brand new limited card, dynamic MV outfit, room outfit, and more visual effects than your phone was prepared for. And yes, you'll probably try to resist pulling. Good luck with that. There's more. A lot more. Log in during the event to grab up to 1,500 diamonds, 3rd anniversary idol chibi cards, because apparently your virtual office should be just as dramatic as your card pulls. Also, you're getting 30 free scouts. That's right, on top of that, there's a daily free scout. Because Ensemble Stars knows you're going to check in every day anyway, and now they're rewarding the habit. Revival scouts are back too. All those past cards you missed, this is your shot. No pressure. And now you can try on MV outfits for free. Watch your idols perform in full glamour in tracks like Brand New Stars, Surprising Thanks, and Physionic Stars. No need to commit, just window shop the glitter. Then there's Cutie Party, a 24 square board game where you roll the dice, move your idol around and collect rewards like chibi boxes, whistles and free diamonds. It's surprisingly competitive for something called Cutie Party. So, whether you're a dedicated producer or someone whose one free pull turned into a full-on obsession, the 3rd anniversary is here, and it's going all out. Download Ensemble Stars music and join the celebration. The special link is in my description. Thank you, Ensemble Stars, for sponsoring today's video. Also, remember when I used to do what I wanted on my main channel, how much more fun it was and how much more relaxed I was? Exactly, doing that now. So, OnlyFans. So The Sun are a terrible newspaper. We tend to boycott them in England. I am on them right now though, but that's so you don't have to. That is a good pun. OnlyFans, that is a good pun, I will admit it. Bonnie Blue banned from OnlyFans as adult star set to lose massive £600,000 a month pay after extreme challenge. The adult star has hit headlines with desperate stunts. Bonnie, what is that? That is not you. You do not look like that. How much have you smoothed? Look at the difference. Is this like Botox before and after and before? Bonnie, you do not look like that. Chill out, mate. Controversial star Bonnie Blue. Oh yeah, by the way, my parasocial relationship with Bonnie Blue has developed. People who follow the slop channel to Alizee Too Furious that I will start uploading on again, they know that I went from loathing Bonnie Blue to kind of I don't know, Stockholming myself into finding her funny because I was just reading about her too much. That always happens with me though. I always end up finding horrible people hilarious. It's actually a big character flaw of mine and it's got me in plenty of trouble in my personal life in the past, but I'm not going to go into that. Maybe one day I will in an autobiography. If I write an autobiography, there's at least 10 people right now who should be quaking. Controversial star Bonnie Blue has been banned from OnlyFans and set to lose her massive $600,000 a month pay, The Sun can reveal. The content creator, who shot to fame by allegedly bedding 1,057 men, I don't believe it. I want to see the birth certificate. I don't believe that she actually did that. Has had her page pulled due to breach of terms after her extreme challenge content crossed a line. The other stuff didn't cross a line, but this apparently was a step too far for OnlyFans. Look, I'm not ragging on anyone. She's pretty, all right. But that's like a recent picture. Like, what are you doing? How much did you smooth this invasion? I can't talk. You see how Photoshop my thumbnails are? Bonnie was previously branded predatory for romping with teenage lads. Can the Sun talk? I'm pretty sure it was the Sun who ran a countdown for the day that Charlotte Church was turning 16. Maybe I should Google that so I don't get sued. Okay, huge boobs on this random forum says that actually it's not true. That didn't happen. A prankster set up the website and various newspapers report. Fair enough. I ain't never heard that myth. Preston AI. Because why am I ragging on these members from like 13 years ago? What about Jimmy Savile? Oh my God. We are getting off topic and it's your fault, not mine. Does anyone have the news article published by The Sun which shows a countdown of Emma Watson's 16th birthday? Does anyone else remember the website where if you correctly guessed the date Jane Goody was going to die of cancer, you could win an iPad? What the hell? Do you know what? Like, you know when people get cancelled for stuff because they were tweeting out like just crazy outrageous stuff 10 plus years ago, and then people who maybe weren't around then go, oh, but I'm gonna get hot water for saying this, it was never socially acceptable to behave X way, right? And it's either people who weren't alive then, or maybe people who lived in like a little bit of a different echo chamber bubble, whatever you want to call it, because the noughties that I grew up in were savage. I can believe that someone would have done this, made a website where if you guessed the date Jade Goody was going to die of cancer, you could win. I could totally believe that. The noughties were absolutely savage. That's why, you know, people like Russell Brand and et al. Are getting in trouble now because people just ran riot and ran amok and were offensive and were just totally savage. There was really no care about people's mental health. It wasn't really part of the conversation, especially when I was growing up. You can see in like some of the earliest episodes of The Only Way Is Essex, which I only ever watched like 3 of, but you can see in like the very first episode that Mark bloke called his on again off again girlfriend fat because she was like getting a fake tan, I want to say. So she was in her underwear and he was watching the show back. It was quite meta. And he goes, what's she doing? She looks like she's 20 stone. She looks so overweight. Literally just like, you know, normal average body. Just being absolutely vile. The amount of times that like the Me and Chelsea boys, all of them would call girls slags or sluts or whatever whilst they were, you know, shagging around in orgies. People were so much more savage. We've got a lot less tolerance in the 2010s and 2020s. We do have a lot less tolerance for this type of behavior, as we should. All I'm saying is yeah, it was a bit of a different time because people would do mental stuff. Like the internet that I grew up with anyway was absolutely fucking savage. Like, you know how boomers on Facebook, if they get into their little echo chambers, they'll just be outrageously offensive and un-PC. That was just the internet in general that I grew up with. So anyway, Emma Watson talking about her 18th birthday. I remember my 18th birthday, I came out at my birthday party and photographers laid down the pavement and took photographs up my skirt, which were then published on the front of the English Tabloid newspaper the next morning. If they had published the photographs 24 hours earlier, they would have been illegal. Because I just turned 18, they were legal. That's awful for her. This also has nothing to do with the video. Oh dear. Should we go back to body? Back to body. Oh yes, that was the point. The Sun can't call anyone predatory anyway, because they used to have page 3 with like, oh, Leah, 18, from West Sussex, enjoys cream teas. I don't know. They had page 3. A source said, I bet the source is Bonnie. Bonnie has taken things way too far. She was making tens of thousands a month via OnlyFans, hundreds of thousands, mate, not tens, and now that's gone. It wouldn't be worth it if it was tens of thousands. Her page has officially been pulled. Her latest stunts have taken things too far. She's crossed the line and OnlyFans had no choice but to act. Bonnie, gotta say the B like how Draco Malfoy says Potter, Bonnie. Real name Tia Billinger, claims to earn, yes, whatever. This means the 25-year-old, sorry, hasn't she been 25 for the past like 2 years? The Sun, from a rural village in Derbyshire, would be only making, why did I say that? Would be making at least 7.2 million per year until now. The adult star has already hit headlines. Should be a bodybuilder. Not like in a sex thing. Not into that. No, thank you. But like, I don't know, you know how Josh Peters did the documentary of Lily Phillips? I feel like it would just be so much more rogue and just vile and grim to do a documentary with Bonnie Blue. I reckon I should reach out. Should I? That'll be the quickest fuck off I've ever received. The adult star has already hit headlines with previous desperate stunts, including apparently breaking the world record. We know she then challenged spring. Why can't spring? She then challenged spring break barely legal college boys to see who could give her the best. This is what I mean. If you've come and clicked on this video because you expect me to be like morally outraged, I'm just not anymore. I'm so done with it. I'm so desensitized. I am so done with everyone. I just want to laugh. I don't care anymore, man. With a pledge to pay the tuition of the winner. She is mad, isn't she? I kind of love it. An OnlyFans spokesperson said the extreme challenge content is not available on OnlyFans. It's not permitted under our acceptable use policy and terms of service. Any breach of our terms of service results in content or account deactivation. The Mystic Meg, there she is, still alive. Shall we find out what my thing is in a minute? Yeah. God, look at all these. Do you know what? Let's do loads. Let's do loads of right, because I wasted all of your time with that Charlotte Church thing earlier. Let's do loads of Bonnie Blue content in this one video. Over the weekend, Bonnie axed plans to hold a meet and greet session in London in which she would be tied up in a glass box. What, like David? Was it David Blaine who did that? Yeah, she was doing a David Blaine. It'd be more impressive if she did 44 days of non-stop bonking in the glass box, because he did 44 days of fasting, didn't he? After putting the stunt, she then planned to host a graphic 24-hour live stream. Bonnie was slammed for promoting rape culture and labelled vile for announcing what she called Bonnie Blue's petting zoo. Well, do you know what? If she's dehumanising herself, who am I to tell her not to? Like, I don't care if she's doing that to herself. Should I care if she's doing that to herself? Should I? I just got bigger fish to fry, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always late on taxes. I've got incorrect. I'm wrongfully accused right now of having debt, and debt collectors want to come raid my property because of a previous tenant. You know what I mean? I've got like bigger and real problems to care about than Bonnie Blue disrespecting herself. Explaining the sickening idea during an interview on Kat Baker's podcast, she said she was going to be naked and tied up in a glass box, which would be open for the public to do basically what they want to her. How would she go to the toilet? Maybe some people are into that. When Kat asked where the box was going to be, Bonnie continued that she would be in the centre of London, but in a house. You coward, Bonnie. Do it without the house. Making the plan to in the middle of like Regent's Park. Making the planned event even more repulsive, Bonnie told Kat that she wanted to beat her own record by doing 2,000. Surely 1,500 would be the smarter thing to do, Bonnie, not heading straight for 2. Why is my phone light on? It comes just weeks after The Sun exposed Bonnie for deliberately faking an arrest in order to hit the headlines. Bonnie's video sparked a flurry of calls to the police, who were left baffled. Imagine getting that call. Bonnie was searched in the clip. She's got nice jeans, isn't she? Well, she should, for 600 grand a month. They should be All Saints jeans, not New Look. She told podcaster Kat Baker that the box will be in a house in London, despite the fact she'd like it on the back of a lorry if it wasn't illegal. Dream high, Bonnie. Spread your wings and fly. Bonnie Blue got handed a lifetime ban from Nottingham Forest Stadium. Isn't that where Robin Hood lives? Nottingham Forest. The Fox version. Surrey police confirmed to The Sun they were not involved in any incident on the Slyfield estate. Bonnie's right-hand man, documentary maker Josh Spooner, also... What? For God's sake. She's really got a documentary maker. That's so annoying. Bonnie, what's he got that I've not, besides a penis? Despite being slapped to a permanent stadium suspension by Forest in April after trying to enter the ground and pull off a viral stunt, the adult content creator then sneaked into the Chelsea away end in disguise with a cap, wig and glasses. I've got to see this. There she goes. There she blows. Oh. Yeah, you wouldn't think... doesn't really look like her, does it? Bonnie was eventually found and escorted out, with footage circulating online capturing the moment. Right, so an article more about the Bonnie's petting zoo. Someone questioned why Bonnie was even being allowed to speak. Why is she being given platforms like podcasts and broadcasts to act as though she is some kind of trailblazer or icon, they raged. She is sitting there saying her next challenge is to be tied up in public so people can touch her. Another woman is sitting across from her acting like that is something worth clapping for. That alone is disgusting and degrading. This is dragging us backwards. Any woman who claps for this kind of behaviour has failed as a woman. Never been so revolted in my life. Even more shockingly, there were some comments from monstrous people saying they were keen to get inside the box with Bonnie. I'll be in the box, one boasted. God, I bet he was like, I'm going to use my psychic powers. I bet he was 48 and bold and wearing some type of football team jersey. See you there. Another added. A third questioned, are girls welcome to join in too? Yikes. 25, Bonnie, I believe you. Kate Holney writes why Bonnie Blue must be banned from social media because her most recent stunt is for men to fulfill their sick desires is wrong and worrying on so many levels. Number of assaults being reported to release are a record high, with shocking 1 in 4 women, 1 in 6 children, 1 in 18 men falling victims to this horrific crime. It's alarming rise. Many believe, as I do, that the sexual assaults are fueled by access to toxic online culture, with Bonnie seemingly leading the way with her viral sex marathon stunts. Yeah, and then on the other end of it, you've got Andrew Tate deliberately goading this stuff on too. As a young woman who is a survivor of 2 assaults, aged just 13 and 23, who has been sexually harassed on countless occasions, I feel sick and enraged. In a society where abuse, violence against women, and misogyny have become a widespread pandemic, we should ban people like Bonnie from social media. Her foul and obscene challenges, which are becoming worse every time, are like a slap in the face to millions of survivors like myself. Not only are her videos a constant reminder of the pain and trauma that was forced upon us, but she also teaches perverts that women are a piece of meat, nothing else. Despite repeatedly insisting she empowers women, yes, she's such a liar. Bonnie, you're talking out your ass. Bonnie promotes a culture in which women are passed around by men like toys. She also plays into the narrative that our husbands, fathers and sons can't control their sexual urges or shouldn't have to. As a vocal multi-millionaire, Bonnie may think this is all harmless fun, paying her many assistants to keep her out of real harm's way. I don't think Bonnie like genuinely gives a shit either way. She doesn't care if women become victims of the rancid men that have sex with her. Like she just doesn't care. She's far removed from it, and she's got that narcissist gaze. Psychopath eyes. Look at her eyes. They're completely soulless. It's amazing. What is wrong with me? But in reality, the sex insatiable Bonnie is promoting a dangerous assault culture and pushing victims like myself deeper into the abyss of trauma. Her twisted antics and those of rival Lily Phillips and Annie Knight are damaging impressionable young teenage boys, half of whom have been exposed to pornography by the age of 13. Those same boys will grow up thinking this is normal, this is what women want, and this is what we're here for. So, move on to the next one. That's bonkers. I found out my man had sex with Bonnie Blue. People say we forget those 1,000 men are real dudes that walk among us. I don't say that on my slop channel. I was just silently watching this video in which Bonnie said during the 1,000 man bonkathon, she finished 4 times. In 12 hours. That is pathetic. Those men are pathetic. A young woman has been left heartbroken after allegedly discovering her now ex-boyfriend was one of more than 1,000 men who took part in Bonnie Blue's record-breaking marathon. Stevie Kennedy, who is now describing herself as a hot new bombshell of dumping her ex, claimed the partner at the time had sex with Bonnie earlier this year. I just found out my boyfriend was at Bonnie Blue's 1,000 men in 24 hours, never talking to a male again. This is your sign to go through his phone. I found out my boyfriend of 5 years cheated on me with Bonnie Blue. He was one of the 1,000 men in 24 hours. We were planning to get married. I usually respect privacy, but I had a bad feeling. I don't reckon it was the first time he did it. Come on. The brunette claimed she had a bad feeling that her boyfriend at the time was being unfaithful, so decided to go for his phone, and she was devastated to discover the truth. In a short clip that has since gone viral, Stevie filmed herself holding back tears and shaking her head as she got candid on her boyfriend's alleged infidelity. The TikTok clip has left many open-mouthed as it has quickly racked up 6.8 million views. Social media users were horrified by the woman's claims, and many eagerly rushed to the comments to share their thoughts about the situation, with numerous users advising her to get tested and sue her ex-partner. One person said, "I would never feel clean ever again." Another added, "Cheating is bad enough, but cheating in that way is insane. Hope you're okay." Third commented, "Coming from a man, if he did that, you're better off without him." Meanwhile, someone else wrote, "Sue him for endangering your health. Your prince is out there. Be glad you found out before the wedding instead of after. True, not in this, but one woman advised get tested immediately. At the same time, another user sighed, I forget these 1,000 dudes are real people that walk among us. This is the most chilling fact of all. Now let's have a little break and look and see what my horoscope is. Aquarius should be first. Maybe the actions or reactions of a group make no sense right now, but your chart suggests a breakthrough on the horizon, so try to stay involved for now. But set a deadline for when you need to see some movement. Prizes with a J connection and passion that starts with a joke can both brighten your day. What a load of nothing. Thanks for nothing, Mr. Meg. I was with Bonnie Blue during one of her stunts. What I saw left me going to therapy. I was so traumatized. A Bop House member, an adult content creator, Bop House is literally that house full of OnlyFans girlies, has revealed she regrets filming with Bonnie Blue. Julia Filippo, who is just 22, revealed she filmed with the disgraced blonde. Disgraced blonde is crazy. She didn't go into detail on the event that was filmed. She revealed she was by her side the whole time to support Bonnie by brushing her hair and hydrating her through the stunt. In a recent podcast, she said she was now doing therapy. In the clip, Julia asked Camilla if she regretted not coming to the event with her. Camilla said, I don't regret it. I think everything happens for a reason, but I'm happy you made a check. I wish we could have. But at the same time, you're in therapy for a reason because what you saw traumatized you. I'm so glad I got to spare my soul and mind of that. In another clip, Julia admitted regretting joining Bonnie Blue. If you see a clip of me, I'm actually freaking out the whole time, she said. I do regret it. I love her to death. Why? Literally why? And our managers, but I'm so traumatized. All right, they didn't say what it was, so let's find out what it was. The clip of Julia's interview received a barrage of comments from concerned fans. One person wrote, I feel so bad for Julia. Yes, she agreed to it, but she probably didn't realise what she'll be watching. She's only young. I hope the girl makes peace with it. If she's only young, right? Maybe she shouldn't be doing this content in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. Okay, so a couple months ago, Bonnie Blue teamed up with Julia to create the videos in a challenge she called the biggest gangbang in history. Bonnie explained she was live streaming a group event put on her OnlyFans. I'm going to do an event with lots of people, a 100-man live stream event, she said at the time. Julia was kindly selected to take part with Bonnie. She shared a picture of herself and Bonnie there, and Bonnie added, thank you for coming, beautiful. You might not have known much about Julia before this, but she's also an OnlyFans model, has over 700,000 followers on Instagram. She's a TikToker with 3 million followers. Teaching Julia how to, I think I saw TikToks about this at the time actually. Teaching Julia how to lose her innocence, because I think her thing on OnlyFans is trying to look as like young and innocent as possible. It's something a bit rogue and weird like that. Call me, but I don't know enough to really comment on it. Call me Miss Bonnie Blue, Bonnie said in the caption of one video of them hanging out with the guys before the event. Yes, see, look, the pigtails and the little like baby blue thing and like the face and whatever. The face, this is just her face. But you know what I mean? She's trying to look as young as possible. And this is just threatening all these blokes. Absolutely grim. The state of the world. So Julia says that this is what traumatized her. But she admitted she earned upwards from £700,000 for filming with Bonnie Blue. She called it her best month yet financially. So there you have it, guys. That's a big old update on Bonnie Blue. Do you think that she actually is banned from OnlyFans? Or maybe they're fake banning her to try and get more. Maybe it's like a new stunt. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like or subscribe. I make new videos whenever I feel like it. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.